What I see the way Barnstable is different than other schools is by having that real small connection between, either the classmates or your peers or the staff. It's just a real loving environment.
The fact that you get to know the kids and work with them and see them grow and you actually see that you're making a difference is a huge part of working at the school. And over the 25 years, I would say that one thing that has never changed is that.
I've noticed that there's a lot more communication between the student to the teacher, which is fantastic because you don't get the normal head nods you get in public school. And what I mean by the head nod is you don't normally get the, fine. That's it. How you doing? You actually get an honest response, which then you can work off of, which is great.
It is smaller and it is more individualized. So I feel like my teacher is my teacher, but also someone that I could not be nervous to go talk to and ask for help.
You feel that when the teachers go home or when the staff goes home, that they think about you. They think about how they can make your learning process better.
I got to know my students in my other schools pretty well, but I would say it's kind of on another level at Barnstable. We get to know them, really, really well, really have some really nice conversations with them, get to know all their interests. And I would say as well, the parental contact also comes into it a lot more. So I'm in much more regular contact with the parents.
There's also a lot more interaction with home. We email home regularly, so there's a lot more parent contact and getting the parents involved. So I would say overall, all of that really helps students to have a better learning environment here.
The relationship, well, here it's a lot more cozy, more flowy, I don't know.
It's a real friendly environment.
Yeah, it's very friendly.
The students tend to be very good to one another. I remember a year ago we had a forum on bullying, and when they asked the students about bullying, they said, have you ever been bullied? And of course most students raised their hand. And then when the question was asked, how many of you have been bullied while at Barnstable? Nobody. And I found that really impressive.
We just launched a new executive functioning program where every student in the school is in their own executive functioning workshop where they learn and work on different types of strategies. Planning, working memory, organization, and those types of things to help strengthen their skills.
So every Friday we have a 30-minute class that focuses on building the students' executive functioning skills. So those goal-directed behaviors, self-monitoring and self-awareness, planning. We're really focusing on honing in on those skills for the different age ranges.
Our teachers, at the beginning of every class, they stand at the door using the Capturing Kids' Hearts model, shaking hands with every student as they walk in, getting to know them, asking them questions like, how was the game last night? How was your homework? Whatever it was, to help develop that relationship.
We have a really personal touch. So while we're not an individualized study program, we want to communicate the idea that I want to know you, because if I know you, I'll understand you, and if I understand you, I'll be a little more sensitive in how I teach you.
Issues outside of school are brought to your attention very quickly, and it's a real easy way to manage that, whether it's just pushing the date back one day to give them that time to get back on track, or honestly just going a little easier on for that day.
The teachers will give you extra time if you need help on a certain project. It helps me a lot because I sometimes get behind on my work. Some students need it more than others, but it helps a lot, and I like that it helps.
Our Bengal Den serves students who need a little bit more help or support with their homework. We help them organize and prioritize different assignments, study for tests and quizzes. We work with their teachers and parents to make sure that those students know exactly what they need to do for homeworks, projects, and that they're on top of their assignments.
Barnstable Edge is a program where an instructor works one-on-one with the student to go ahead and teach them and maximize the amount of knowledge they get by going one-on-one.
I've always struggled with math, so when I came into this program, I felt that it was kind of better because it fit my needs and it didn't focus on a class setting. It focused on me, so I was able to grasp all the subjects that my teacher was teaching me very simple.
As the reading specialist, what I do is I break down all the important skills needed to read, and we work on those in isolation. We practice them, we apply them to all different types of genres.
I have trouble when it comes to large texts, breaking that down, and here I can actually have a teacher sit with me and go through the text with me to the point where I don't really need that as much anymore. I can do that more on my own.
I also work with students on executive functioning skills. especially in the middle school. We have a color-coded system to help them keep their information organized. I help them with organizational skills.
You go to a teacher such as Ms. CROWLEY for help, and she helps you organize your, well, not only your schoolwork, but also your, your outside life, if the color, color coding in a way. Each notebook has a certain color. Like I know that accent reading for me is purple.
I think one of the most fulfilling things for me when I work is when we have kids who are shrinking violets that at the outset say they don't sing, they don't dance, they don't act, and by the end of their participation in PA, they're actually singing, dancing, and acting, and some of them on a professional level, and some of them have gone on to major in these things.
As athletic director and basketball coach, I see students who may not have an opportunity to play varsity sports in their public schools come here and have a great opportunity to thrive as a varsity student athlete. I think that's another wonderful thing that Barnstable gives to students.
My favorite part about being at Barnstable is definitely the culture. The culture here is warm and accepting and loving and supportive.
Barnstable Academy is the school that captures the students that fall between the cracks in public schools, plain and simple. We give them the tools that they need for life after Barnstable, which is reality.
Probably my favorite thing about working at Barnstable is just the sense of camaraderie and how you can see all of your students evolve into the people that they were meant to be. They come here, maybe being a little insecure or having, trouble in a certain area, and just watching how they grow and develop over time. It's very, very rewarding.
Barnstable Academy means to me a place where everyone can go and learn to grow and become a better person. So at the end of the day, all our students and our staff can successfully work together in one common goal, and that is to make every student successful.